Hi everyone, it's Avery from the Chaplaincy, and this week's theme is medieval times. So for our story, we are going to be reading You Wouldn't Want to Be a Medieval Knight, Armor You'd Rather Not Wear. It's written by Fiona MacDonald and illustrated by David Antrim. So this is a longer story, so we're just going to briefly read over the pages, but we're going to learn so many new things about medieval times and what it's like to really be a knight. So, for this story, you are a young boy living in England toward the end of the medieval period, around the year 1400. Your home is in a huge, splendid castle where your father works. He helps manage its vast estates and spends most of his days in his chamber studying old documents or checking his accounts. Now that you're 8 years old, your father wants you to start learning to be a castle official just like him. He thinks you should be pleased at the prospect of having such a steady career, but you are horrified. This is not what you want to do. You have always dreamed of becoming a soldier, like the knight who owns the castle. He is a famous fighting man and is one of the king's trusted champions. You admire the knight's strength, skill, and brave deeds in battle. You envy his riches, his shining armor, and his wonderful war horse. He is your hero and you want to follow his example. But how much do you really know about his life? Are you sure you want to be a medieval knight? Alright, let's find out some things about knights. So before you decide on your future career, check out what you should know about knights. They are elite warriors who fight on horseback. They help lead the armies of kings or noble lords. Some are brave and generous, but others are cowardly or cruel. So to show your respect for knights, they are always called Sir. They have been knights for hundreds of years, and they became important around the years in 1800. Not everyone can become a knight. You normally need the right family background. It helps if your father and grandfather were knights before you. Men from ordinary families can also be knights as a reward for bravery in battle. Women cannot become knights, though they often help defend the castles when attackers or accompany armies as cooks and nurses. Most knights' families own large estates given to them long ago by the kings. Time to start training. Are you ready to leave your home and family? It takes many years of training to become a knight. Most boys start at the age of 8. Your parents will send you to a well-respected knight's castle. He'll teach you many new skills, but he won't understand how homesick you feel. Knights are meant to be loyal. They swear oaths or solemn promises to be faithful to the king and to their lord. The first and most important of these oaths take place when a squire has completed his training and is ready to become a knight. This usually happens around the age of 21. You have to spend all of your life in other knights' castles. Do you really want one as your own? Castles are very expensive to build, and it is dangerously hard work if you want to capture someone else's. Compared to ordinary foot soldiers, knights are very fortunate. They have armor to protect them in battle. In the past, this was made of chainmail, but it's now usually made of plates or shaped pieces of metal carefully joined together. The new armor looks very impressive, but it's extremely expensive. So there's the knight in armor. In battle, you will rely on your weapons. You should own 5 or 6 different kinds: a mace, a long sword, a short sword, a battle axe, a lance, and maybe even a dagger. They're all sharp, and they're awkward, and they're heavy. Just one sword will weigh over 2 pounds. You must be able to handle them well without injuring yourself. Since 1096, European knights and soldiers known as crusaders have been fighting in the Holy Land, the area around the city of Jerusalem. Crusades hope to win this land from the Muslims who have ruled it since AD 637. More recently, there have been crusades in northeastern Europe to force pagan people living there to become Christians. So, being a knight is a very dangerous journey. Sieges are sometimes the only way to capture castles or walled cities. You need patience and huge war machines to carry out a successful siege. You must organize your army to surround the enemy city or castle and give them orders to stop anyone from entering or leaving. In a battle, you'll face many different types of fighters, as well as other knights. Most enemy troops will be foot soldiers. They make up the majority of most medieval armies and are recruited from rough, tough peasants. Many of these soldiers are angry at being ordered away from their fields by the king or the lord. They want to win the battles quickly, and then they go home, which can make them vicious enemies. A knight's most important possession is his war horse. Fierce stallion called destriers and coursers are specially bred for battle. War horses must be extremely strong to carry knights, plus their weapons and armor. By nature, they are aggressive and are also trained to bite and kick. You need to make sure you don't fall off your horse. So that is the end of our story. I hope you guys learned something super cool about the medieval knights. But now, since we've been sitting for such a long time, we're going to get up and we're going to do a sing-along together. Okay, now let's get ready to sing this song together. It's called Medieval Finger Family Song. So we're going to be counting on our fingers. The Royal Family Song. The Royal Family Song. King Finger, where are you? Here I am, how do you do? I love you. Queen Finger, where are you? Here I am, how do you do? I love you. Night Finger, where are you? Here I am, how do you do? I love you. Princess Finger, where are you? Here I am, how do you do? I love you. Jester Finger, where are you? Here I am, how do you do? I love you. Everyone now! There's king and queen, and knight and princess, and little tiny jester too. So cute, your family is tricks, and love never ends. We are family, a woohoo! The Royal Family Song. Great work, guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed that song. And before we end, let's count how many people lived in that castle as a big family. So we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people living in that house. So there was the king, the queen, the knight, the princess, and the jester. Great work, guys. I hope you guys have a great week.